Hey, it's O.G.I.C. Saturday night. I'm glad to see ya. Well, I mean, actually, I don't see you. You're seeing me, but I'm glad you're here. At least I think you're here. Are you there? I got Mrs. Old Guy with me in the background as always. Hello, Mrs. Old Guy. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. So tonight, crunchy Korean dogs, and I'm looking forward to this. Sam, welcome to the room. Hello. Yes, glad to see you. Serial file in the room. Thank you for coming to see me tonight. We're just getting things rolling, so yeah, I'm glad I'm glad you're here. She says hello, Mrs. Old Guy.
Hello.
So we got the fryer getting hot. I've got everything ready to go, and I suppose I will. First of all, let's talk about just one thing here, because since I like to do this trivia thing and whatnot. So this day, April 24th, 1990, the Space Shuttle Discovery brought the Hubble Space Telescope up into space. That's pretty cool. Just thought I'd mention that little bit of trivia. Danielle, hello Danielle, welcome to the room. And let's see here. I don't know that he is here yet, but let's see. Is there? We'll see here, but I don't know for sure that he is. But my brother should be watching, and if he is, hello Doug, good to see you. Well, I guess I can't see you. I've been through that. Anyway, Janice is in the room. Hi, Janice. Glad you're here. I was just saying that the fryer is getting hot. Gave a little trivia about the Hubble telescope getting brought up into space today. And I suppose I should just kind of real quick go through my choice of hot dogs and whatnot for tonight's fun. I thought I would go with the most famous, I suppose, and that would be the Nathan's hot dogs. Now these are not the full size Nathans that you're going to get like in New York, they do the contest with. They have the foot longs they do those with, and as a matter of fact, last year's winner, Joey Chestnut, 75 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. That's a lot of hot dogs. So anyway, so I'm going to have the Nathan's dogs. And Mrs. Old Guy, she doesn't do hot dogs. And that's okay. So I got some Johnsonville brats, the cheddar and jalapeno brats. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to do that for Mrs. Old Guy. So let's switch over to number 3 so you can kind of see the board a little bit. If you look up in the corner, there's the rice batter. I didn't realize that there were 2 different kinds of rice flour. There's regular rice flour, and there's also a sweet, or what was the other? Glutinous rice flour, and that's what's used for this batter. I didn't have any of that. Well, I bought rice flour, but it's just regular white rice flour. It's not particularly glutinous, so. But I did have some arborio rice, and that's used for making risotto. So it's very glutinous, and so I just made my own rice flour using that, and so I made the batter using my own rice flour. Amy Cakey in the room. Hi, Amy. Glad you're here. Awesome. Nice to see people coming in, the room filling up a little bit. I just explained, Amy, that we got the Nathan's hot dogs tonight. And I'm for Mrs. Old Guy, and I'll eat some too, is these Johnsonville brats. And I'm not sure, but I'm also how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna include some pepper jack into this scheme somehow tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna try and add some to a hot dog, or if I'm going to try to fry some up separately. I haven't decided. I'll wing it, as they say. And I've also got, if you remember, I think it was my second stream, I did these jalapeno pepper bites, cream cheese bites. I got at the dollar store. They were really good, so I thought I'd just toss those in, since this is essentially what we're having for dinner. Hi, Ari. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Thanks for popping in. We're getting ready to have some fun, and the fryer, I think, is just about ready. Is the light off, Mrs. Old Guy? If you hear that squeaking, which I'm sure you do, that is my dog Polly wanting to play, and she's running around the house with her squeaky toy. Pretty funny. So, okay, I'm going to get started here. Let's go to the big view on 2. So I'm going to take this Frank pack and get it open. I decided I'm going to do these cut in half. I don't have the room to really deep fry these things whole, I don't think. And this is more of an experiment than anything. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I will try it this way. I don't want a lot of stick. Okay. So I got some corn, or not corn, but the rice flour that I made. And I'm just going to roll it in this first. Now, I do have potatoes. Janice, I know that that was part of the deal. And when they serve these, a lot of them are served with these potatoes. But Mrs. Old Guy can't do those, so I'm going to cook them. I'll do that one at the very last, so that I don't cross-contaminate the oil. So, okay. Turn this over and get this other side. All right. So this one is ready to go in the fryer. Is the light off?
It is.
The light is off, and we are ready to fry. So that batter looks good. We'll see how it turns out. Okay. In we go. Gonna turn it. I don't want it to touch the bottom just yet. Okay. Now we'll see how well that does. All right. We'll go back to this view. We'll let this start to cook. We're going to let it do its thing. It's going to take probably a few minutes for this to turn even a little bit brown. That's right, Janice. Absolutely. We do not want Mrs. Old Guy having any issues because of potatoes. So, as a matter of fact, there isn't a single snack or even soda that we drink or eat now that we don't check the ingredients. We've seen, okay, now, potatoes and potato starch can appear in all kinds of stuff, including modified food starch. There's a good chance if you see modified food starch in something, it's got potato flour or potato starch in it. So, that being said, modified food starch and potato starch is used a lot. As a matter of fact, I saw it in a soda. I think it was a Jones soda. I think the berry lemonade or something. But it actually had cornstarch, or not cornstarch, but modified food starch in it. So, Who's to know? Yeah, that's why we got to read everything nowadays. All right, give that a little shake. Looking all right. So, what do you say? Another little bit of trivia. What looks fun? What looks fun? Okay. For some reason, I guess Massachusetts really was desperate to have something to celebrate. So, April 24th in Massachusetts is New Kids on the Block Day. So, if you're in Massachusetts, happy New Kids on the Block Day. I don't know what you do to celebrate that other than maybe listen to some New Kids on the Block, but there you have it. So, some New Kids on the Block. What else is fun? What else is fun? I got all kinds of little stuff here. Today is National Pigs in the Blanket Day, which is kind of what we're having here. Sort of a version of a pig in blanket, but it is National Pig in the Blanket Day. It's also National Kiss of Hope Day, so let's keep that in mind. So, how is everybody else doing this Saturday evening? Is everybody doing okay? Let me know. Just say a little yes or doing all right down here in the comments, and it's okay. I'll respond to you. Another little thing here. What else is going on? I've got a bunch of other little trivia facts. Let me see how this is doing. Uh-oh. Stuck to the bottom a little bit. Let's go to live cam. Live on the on the fry cam. Let's see if we can get this thing loose. There we go. Well, I think the emergency was mostly averted. Ari, I'm not sure what state you live in, so I do not have an answer for you. If you live in California, from what I've heard, the state and county fairs are canceled again for this year. I'm not sure. I haven't heard about what's going on in Colorado, so I'm really unsure on that. Serial file or Sam. I can imagine now. It gets hotter. Yeah, I mean, would like August or something like that be the hottest time of the year? Or is, it's just now starting to get hot, or is it, been like that for a while? The farthest I've been into Mexico, my wife and I went into Tijuana once, crossed over there by, San Diego. And that was in the spring, so it wasn't very hot. It seemed like it was maybe in the 70s or so, maybe 80s. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I guess we're going to go back to this view. Yeah, it's starting to get brown. I'm going to give that just another minute. Okay, where am I at here? Let's go back to this view just to make sure. Last week I got really confused as to what view was what, and I don't want to do that again this week. So I want to keep things straight. Let's see here, Janice. Here in Southern California, we'll have the Orange County Fair. Orange County and LA County Fair in a modified form. Okay. And yeah, okay. That's, Sam, that's what I thought. Some friends of mine, is very many years ago, when they got married in August, and they went to, I can't remember where it was. Seems like it might have been Acapulco, but I'm not positive. It was definitely one of the beach resorts. And my friend said that it was so hot that they couldn't even walk out onto the beach. The sand was just so hot. Even with the sandals, it would get up under your feet. The sand would still get under your feet. And he said that they didn't even get out of the hotel room until like after 10 at night. So, all right, let's see here. Let me see. We're going to go to 3. Okay, I think I can take that out. That looks pretty good. It didn't completely cover on one edge. You can see. Let's see, hold that up. Yeah. Guys, see that okay? Let's go to full view on that for you. Yep, a little bit right across the top. It kind of opened up a little bit. I should have made it a little bit thicker. All right. Okay. Get this thing over here. Still kind of sizzling a little bit. Sounds really crunchy. Can you hear that? All right, I got to give that a second to cool down. I'm going to probably have just a regular little old yeller mustard. Nothing fancy. Mostly because I forgot to buy, or not to buy, but to make even some other kind of dipping sauces for this. It just slipped my mind, so I'm going to have to use some mustard, but I do got a couple different kinds, and I'm just going to use regular yellow to sample this first one. And Janice, yep. The next one I'm going to roll in panko. But I want to try them kind of in sequence. One with just like this, just with the rice breading or rice batter. One with the panko, and then finally the one with the potatoes. So I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna kind of do it in sequence because I want to see what it's like because I've never had that kind of batter. So. It's going to be really hot. Here we go. Wow. That is really, really crunchy. I had to kind of wing it a little bit on the batter just because there was about 1 million different things I saw online how to make the rice batter. And it was funny, most of them didn't even have rice flour in it, which was really confusing to me. How can it be a rice batter if it doesn't have rice flour in it? But, so I finally settled on a combination of 2 of them that seemed to make sense to me. So it's a combination of the glutinous flour that I made, the glutinous rice flour that I made, some cornstarch, water, a little bit of salt, and some milk. And so far it seems to be working just fine. Okay, let me catch up here a little bit. Oh, okay, Ari. Well, so are you in the UK, Ari? Oh, Toronto. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're here. What time is it there? Is it? It's got to be what 4 hours difference? 3 hours difference? It is 6:19 our local time. I'm going to give that a huge thumbs up. That is delicious. I really like that crunch. It's very crunchy. and then the inside is a little bit chewy. So it's a really nice combination and a great alternative to the regular corn meal type batter that you get with a corn dog. This is really, really nice. I like this. All right, so let's crack open these Johnsonville brats, or not brats, but jalapeno cheddar dogs. Guess I shouldn't call them a hot dog. Let's get it open here. Come on. Okay. Wow. That was tough to open. All right. So let's go back to camera 2. I'm going to cut this in half. And I'm going to do Mrs. O.G.I.C that way. Oh, there's the cheese in that sausage. So, again, we're going to go into the rice flour, into the batter, and Mrs. O.G.I.C and I decided that, or I asked her if she would like to try one with just the batter like I had, and the other half with the panko, and she said that would be fine, so I guess we'll try it that way. That looks good. Get that into the fryer. Oh, yeah. Hold that there just for a second so it doesn't stick as bad to the bottom. Okay. Now the next one. Well, hi, Jesse. Welcome to the room. Glad you're here. We're just getting into getting Mrs. O.G.I.'s version of these dogs. She's getting the Johnsonville Jalapeno smoked cheddar sausage. And I've got her first half going in the fryer, and it's just got the rice batter on it, and I'm getting her other half dressed, and I'm going to roll it in panko too. So I'll be trying one as well. All right, shake off that extra into the panko. Pat it around a little bit. All right. And now we got that one rolling. Okay. We'll go to camera 3 for a minute. Okay. You should be able to see everything up in the corner. And I'm going to take another bite out of this other one. Let's see if it holds its crunch. It's been, what, 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes? Let's see here. If it's still anywhere near as crunchy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Every bit is crunchy. So, by now, regular corn dog one, definitely the breading would have softened up. At least to the point where it would lose its initial real crispy crunch. So far, Janice, I'm really digging your suggestion for me to fry up. I'm really enjoying it. And by the way, folks, if you have any other suggestions of something that you'd like to see O.G.I.C deep fry, let me know. And I think while those are cooking, I should get to another fun little on this day in history. Let's see here. Oh, Paul McCartney on this day in 1969, April 24th, made the announcement that despite the rumors that he was not dead. If you are old enough to remember the Beatles and listen to them, there was, boy, I think it was I Am the Walrus, and where at the end he says, I buried Paul, and it's just, these little things that people read into it and whatnot, and the big rumor is he was dead. So granulated sugar, Janice, I do have powdered sugar, and I forgot to put that on. Thank you for bringing that up. I just totally forgot. So I will sprinkle some on my next one here. So, Sam, I've really thought about getting a hot air fryer, and maybe I should, and start giving some of the some things that a fry in that, and maybe actually do a comparison thing, oil versus air fryer kind of thing, and see which one does the better job. And even though we know probably the air fryer is going to be healthier, is which one makes a better fried product. I don't know. I've had some things from air fryers, but not enough to really make any judgments. Okay, so I've got my powdered sugar ready. I totally forgot. Those are looking okay. You're not done yet. Give them a couple more minutes. All right, so what else happened on this day? Let's see. The Edison General Electric Company was founded on this day back in 1889. Like I said before, none of this stuff is ever going to get you any prize money or anything, but, just a silly little fact. Let's see, what am I missing here? But not the same. Use it for chicken wings. And do your chicken wings turn out crispy, Ari? Do they does the outside skin get as crispy as you would if it was, cooked in oil? I'm curious about that, because I absolutely love fried chicken wings. As a matter of fact, I like to smoke them first. If you want to check out my videos, I did post a video about them, but I usually smoke them for about 45 minutes to an hour. They're not at all cooked, but they're smoked, and then I cook them off in the deep fryer, and man, they are so good. A nice smoky flavor. It's a great way to have a chicken wing, I'm telling you what. So let's see what else. I got to make sure I don't want to miss anybody if somebody has a comment or a question or whatever. So give me a second here. I'm going to just kind of catch up on what's going on. Let's see. Okay, yes. Korean dogs. Definitely need to use an oil fryer for panko. Yes. Okay. All right. Great. Well, I'm going to get these out of the fryer. How are we looking? Oh, they look good. All right. Mrs. Old Guy, see your plate. I guess I should have made mine at the same time, but that's okay. So there's Mrs. Old Guy's. And do you want a little powdered sugar on it? No? Thanks. No thanks. Okay. I'm going to make mine, and I will definitely put the powdered sugar on it. So I guess I'm just going to leave it on this view. Here's the other hot dog. Get a stick in there. Okay. And again, into the corn, or not corn, but rice flour. And into the batter. And I'm going to panko this one. Should I get a few of those poppers in there too, Mrs. Old Guy?
Sure.
Okay, those are going to take less time, so I'll add them in here in just a minute. All right. Yep. All right. Thank you, Mrs. O.G.I.C. It's a good thing you're here. See, that's why Mrs. O.G.I.'s here, folks. I would have totally just put this into the fryer and forgot. I'm so grateful. Get this pankoed up. Ah! That looks a little ugly, but hey, what the heck? Okay. There we go. Rolled in the panko. And like I said, Janice, after Mrs. O.G.I. is done, then I can use the potato. So I will definitely be getting to that. And speaking of getting to that, I can add a little powdered sugar to this one that I did a few minutes ago. So where did I just put the powdered sugar? Right there. Okay. Let me go ahead and just do that really quick here. Got a little sieve here. Okay. Get that out of the way. All right. There we go. So let's try it like that. Oh, that's really, really good. I don't mind it at all with powdered sugar. Kind of goes nice like that. Thank you for reminding me, Janice. Okay, back here. See, Ari. Honey mustard or chili Thai. No, that's something that I would like to try on it too, is the chili Thai sauce. I'll bet that would be very good. Let's see. I'm just drinking water tonight, folks. All right. I'd say the chicken wings turned out crunchy as long as you do just a few at a time. If you load the air fryer, the middle ones won't get crunchy. Gotcha. Right. Yeah, I can see why, because they're not getting the air circulation. That makes sense. That's going to take a couple of minutes. So let me just kind of slide back over here. Another useless bit of trivia. And if tiny Asian pastry girl was here, this would kind of relate, I think. I don't know. But both, and this was in 1955, KFDM TV Channel 6 in Beaumont, Texas, and KMAV, now known as KGMV TV, both started broadcasting on this day, April 24th, 1955. So here's an O.G.I.C. salute to you. What else? Anything else? Got another national day for you. Today is National Pool Opening Day, so I guess today is kind of officially the day that public pools open. Not that I'm sure they're going to open at all this year, still with the COVID thing, but it is National Pool Opening Day. And it is also National Rebuilding Day. So if you have something that needs to get rebuilt, a motor, you need to rebuild your fence, whatever, today was the day to do it. If you didn't do it today, I guess you're going to wait till next year now. You missed your chance. And it is also National Sense of Smell Day. And if you have dogs, you probably wonder how good of a sense that is at times. And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So those are real things. The National Pig in the Blanket Day National Kiss of Hope Day, National Pool Opening Day, National Rebuilding Day, and National Sense of Smell Day. They're all official today. There's all national, officially recognized days, or whatever that happens today. So I decided I should make up some of my own. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I don't lose something here. All beef links. I do believe I got the hot dogs I have are all beef. They are the Nathan's hot dogs. They are all beef. I am pretty sure. Let me just check. Beef Franks, it says. I don't know if it's 100% beef. Let me look. Just lists beef and no other meat. So I believe I'm in the clear on that. Let's take a look. Oh, the dog's looking good. I believe I can pull it up here. I'm just going to leave it on 3. Oh, it looks good. Let that drain off just for a second. I'll grab a paper towel. Okay, let's see, Jesse. And what is a great idea, Jesse? Don't know if you can find Sylvia, Louisiana, all beef links. Sylvia, Louisiana, all beef. Are they just like a regular hot dog, or are they like a spicy hot dog, or it's just a particular brand that's really good, or what's up with those, Jesse? You got my curiosity piqued.
Sylvia what?
I'm sorry, Deb?
Sylvia what?
Let's see here. Sylvia, Louisiana, all beef hot links. Hot links. Okay, well, I guess if I read a little better, I will definitely look for those. And so, Mrs. O.G.I.C, how are they?
They're very good.
So
I've tried the one without the panko first, and it's nice and crunchy and good.
Yep, and
Haven't tried the other one yet.
haven't tried the other one yet. Okay, so Mrs. O.G.I.'s tried the one without the panko, and she likes that so far, which is awesome. Here is. Let me go to this view first. Oh, God, I'm good right here. There's the hot dog with the panko on it. It looks okay. And I should get that powdered sugar. Get the powdered sugar on it. Take me 1 second. All right. See that? A little more. Okay. Okay.
It's not catching that.
No, it's okay. So, yep. You know, most of the time I'm just more disappointed than not in most of the hot links I've ever had. Very few have ever been really hot. And of the ones that have been hot, the flavor of the sausage doesn't make up for it. So very few have I found that I actually liked that were hot. So anyway, here is the hot dog with the panko breading and the rice batter. Wow. Woo! Yahoo! That is really, really crunchy. The powdered sugar kind of gets lost, and maybe that's why they use. Is it a regular granulated sugar that they put on their Janice, or is it one with like the big grain one, like they use like on the ghost pepper donut? If you know it, if you have that, it's just a big grained sugar. Just curious on that because I don't really taste the sugar too much. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I think I want to be able to taste it. Just put it on a little heavier here. Let's see how that does. All right. Okay. Well, that was enough powdered sugar. I think that kind of made up for it. That's really good. And I can just imagine what this would be like with that sweet chili Thai, Janice. I bet these would be really good with that. And I'm sure they are, otherwise you wouldn't have mentioned it. Let me get a little mustard on this bite. Yeah. That little bit of sweetness in with the mustard is really nice. Wow, this is really good. Okay, Mrs. Old Guy, I should get these poppers going. I kind of forgot to put them in. How many would you like? 2? 1? 2? 2 jalapeno poppers for Mrs. Old Guy. I'll get a couple of them, I reckon. Let's get those frying. And as soon as I pull those out, we're going to get the, I guess the grand finale, the hot dog with the potatoes on it. And this is the one that, when I saw your video, Janice, that I was the most intrigued by. I'd never seen anything like it before. And it was just, I thought it was such a neat thing. So I'm glad not only that I'm being able to try it, but I'm getting to try it with you folks watching. And by the way, I appreciate everybody watching. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. What am I missing up on here? Let's see. A spicy one. I promise you all. This is the Holy Grail. Okay. I'm going to be looking for it, Jesse. I will definitely look for that sausage. I'll check every available grocery that's within reasonable driving distance. And around here, 100 miles or so is reasonable driving distance because there's nothing around us. Nothing close anyway. All right, I'm going to get another bite of this.
It's really good. It's really good.
Mrs. Old Guy is trying the sausage with the panko now. She really likes it. Let me see one of those. Got to slice the cucumber. Something other than just the dogs. Thank you. A little bit of sliced apple too. Okay, got it. What does Walmart have? Amy Cakey. Oh, those sausages? Is that what you're talking about, Amy? is those Sylvia sausages.
Go on.
That's awesome. If that's, I will definitely check them out right away. Yeah, I will definitely get them. Some hot links. I go down to buy the local Walmart at least a couple times a week, so I'd be happy to stop in and get some of those, and I'll even feature those on a Saturday night here. So that would be awesome. Okay, how we doing here? Yeah, those are about done. I'm going to give them just another second or two. And that, in the meantime, I suppose I can get the hot dog ready. Let me go to full view camera 2 and get this hot dog put on the stick here. Okay. And the batter, like we have been. Almost there. Let's get those out. Get rid of a little bit of the excess this time on there, so it's just not quite so heavy. Got a hole fix. Okay. Into the panko.
Got to remove the potatoes.
I am. Uh-oh. One of them leaked out.
Oh.
That's okay. Let me see your plate, Mrs. Old Guy. There you go. All right, so we got about this one just about wrapped up on the panko here. And work. Now let's get this out of the way a little bit. And the potatoes.
Gotta do it in just the batter, huh?
See if it sticks. Maybe I should have done the batter, then the potatoes, and then the panko. I don't know.
Batter.
I've made this 0 times before.
Batter and potatoes, I would do.
Uh-oh. This isn't working. Guess I'm going to have to go to a plan B and try that again. I'll just set that aside. Get clean, clean. Okay. Let me wipe my hands and try this again. I should have just, went to the potatoes. It's okay. You know, a little failure now and then. It wasn't really a failure, it just didn't work, that's all. It's okay. We're gonna make it work. All right. Let that extra drip off a little bit. And the potatoes got a little bit wet too. Let me see if I can fix that. That might be part of the problem. They've been sitting here and they kind of leached a little water. And I managed to just dump a bunch of them on the floor, so I'm still batting 1,000 here. Try and dry these off a little bit.
These are really hot.
They got some nice. Oh, the jalapeno things.
Yeah.
They are good, aren't they? Woo-hoo. We'll see how this works. I don't know. I had them dried better than that, I thought. All right. Let's try this again. If you do this, folks, that'd be a thing to watch for. Make sure you got your dry taters. Jesse, are you asking me about Flaming Hot Fritos chips? I think they're great. But all right, let me see. Let me use my fork here. See if I can get this to pile on a little better. That looks a little more promising. Well, almost. Ah! They're dropping like flies. Oh no! That didn't work at all. Not even a little bit. I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up yet. I'll add some more batter. This is what happens when you're doing stuff, you know, just live and you've never done it before. So we'll see if I can make this work at all. I don't know if I'll get these to stick. Let's see. Stoner, hey, I'm glad you're here. What did you miss? Well, if you'd have tuned in like maybe a half a minute ago, you'd see me totally fail on getting these potatoes on here. But hey, stick around. You never know. You might get to see it again, or I might get to witness or experience it again. This is not going to work. I guess my batter isn't quite thick enough to for these to stick. Let me see here. I can go to a plan B. I can go to a plan B and add a little bit of this rice flour into the batter and try and thicken it up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't know. That did thicken it up a little bit. Let me try a little bit more. Okay. Yes, Mrs. O.G.I.C.
Your brother said to slice the hot dog first and put potatoes inside of it and then do it.
Oh, put the potatoes inside? But how am I going to hold the two halves together, though? Yeah, I don't...
He just said slice it, not in half, just
slice it down the middle? Yeah, I'll try it. I gotta make it work, though, like Janice's video. I gotta try it, you know. I don't know how. It was more sticky and glutinous, I guess, than this is. But that seemed to have helped a little bit. All right.
I wonder if the potatoes are too big.
Mrs. O.G.I.C., do me a favor. Go run those through the colander and rinse all that off. And bring a towel in with them. And let's go back to this view. So, I've learned a little bit of a lesson here. I think they probably use maybe a bigger dog. I don't know. Do they use a bigger hot dog than that, Janice? And maybe the batter just isn't thick enough. I don't know. But I know one problem was that the potatoes were a little bit wet to start with, and that probably didn't help either. And maybe a little bit too big for this hot dog. Maybe they needed to be a little bit smaller. So we will see. And Doug, if my next attempt doesn't work, I'm going to do it your way. So I'm going to take another bite of this popper. And by the way, if you weren't here that second week, or was it the first one? I don't know. It might have been the first one, but I did these Snaps brand, snacks, and they were $1 at. I think I got them at the Family Dollar, but you could probably get them at a Dollar Tree. But they were only $1, and for only $1, they're really good. They really are. I also did a loaded potato stick, and that was really good too. Also $1. So, thank you, Mrs. Old Guy.
You're welcome. Do you want a container back?
Sure.
Move, Trimley.
So I've got the potatoes back. I've got them on a towel, and I'm just gonna pat them dry, get them cleaned off. Yeah, the batter's really and that's kind of where I thought, Janice, that the batter just isn't thick enough. But adding this additional corn flour to it definitely thickened it up some. So I'll see here in just a second. I want to finish drying this off. I like the word glutinous too. You know, Stoner. It's just, use the word glutinous in a sentence. Today class, the word is glutinous. Glutinous and gelatinous. Is gelatinous and glutinous about the same? No, they're two different things. Never mind. All right, these are getting dry. A little bit more. Okay. Let's get them in the container. You know what? I am going to cut them down just a tad, I think. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just so that there's not so much weight hanging on it. Let me go to 2 view. I'm just going to cut these up just a little bit. Just so it's not, just so the gravity pulling them down ain't so big. Dice them up just a little bit more. Okay. I guess I should do them all that way. This should do it, I hope, between adding the additional flour and making the potatoes a bit smaller. It's all on the fly, folks. It's all on the fly. Okay. Let's see, y'all. Okay. Yeah, that batter's a lot thicker. But it's still kind of droopy in a way, and I'm not sure that it's going to hold the potato. But let me see. If I work quickly. That might work. We'll see. We will see. Let's go to 3. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. And we'll see what happens. See if I'm going to get it all lucky. See if any of those have stuck or if they've all floated away. Just good luck with that. Let's see. Oh, hi, Kelly. Welcome to the room. Awesome. Please give welcome to Kelly, everybody. And I see that people are, and that's awesome. So we are just, we are really trying to get this last one done here. We will see. It was, so I've learned a lesson. I definitely have to get I don't know, a better or more glutinous rice flour to start with. I don't think the kind I use was really good enough for that. I'm going to have to just find a sweet rice flour somewhere or glutinous rice flour. The local markets don't have any, but next time I go down to the biggest city near us, there is a couple of Asian markets there, so I'll look to see if they might have it there. So, and they probably do. Probably a pretty careful or common product. I know, Ari. I gotta be watchful with things like that. I tend to get a little clumsy from time to time. So, and I know there is a little bit of a delay between when you type it out and when I get to see it, but that's okay. I do try to be careful. My girl has a big. My girl has a big glutinous. A big glutinous. Yes, Sam. I'm hoping for the best too. I'm really hoping for the best. I'll eat a snack down. Oh, Chumley the Wonder Dog. Come here. Come on. Come here. No? It's kind of a small area where I'm at. So I think it bothers him. So, oh well. No Chumley tonight. That's okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it's working. I got potatoes on it. It doesn't look like it's really in great, like evenly dispersed and look real great. But so anyway, I was hoping that, I noticed one of the differences between my rice batter and some of the other ones that I saw is that it looked very stretchy, almost like a gluten from when you're making bread, and it's really runny and it stretches. It looked very similar to that. So maybe maybe it's just a preparation method. It's okay. Hey, for the first time, I think I'm doing okay. The batter worked out well for everything else. So, hey, got to roll with the punches, right? And I do actually have potatoes on this thing. Actually, more than I thought. So I'm going to give it actually a minute or two and make sure that those potatoes cook through. I did blanch them for about a minute and a half or 2 minutes, but other than that, they're pretty raw. So I just want to make sure that they're cooked through. Mrs. O.G.I.C, would you grab salt, please? Thank you. Okay, what am I missing? Chumley, yes. Chumley just doesn't want to come out. So, well, thank you, Janice. I thought I've done all right too. For the first time, trying to make a rice batter, especially just having to wing it, and including making my rice flour. So, I bought rice flour, but it wasn't the right kind. So, what else? Jesse, Cult Moo is extreme and hard to watch. Is that another channel, Jesse? Or is that like a TV show or something? Deep fried. Oh, so is it another channel? You seem to be familiar with it, Stoner. Is that another channel or Cult Moo? I've never heard of it. And they do a bunch of frying stuff too, do they? I'm just curious. I've never heard of them, but I imagine there's a whole ton of YouTube channels that I've not heard of. So, just as I'm sure they've not heard of me. So I still got the jack cheese yet to do. So I'll get a couple pieces of it cut.
I only do it for you now, though.
You don't want any, Mrs.
I
Olga?
can't.
Oh, that's right. You can't have it. Ah, rats. Well, so I got a chunk of the... and I forgot I've done potatoes in it now, so Mrs. Olga cannot... Until I change the oil and it's new oil again, Mrs. Olga can't have anything that I cook in there. So that's unfortunate. If I would have remembered, I would have got to it sooner. Oh, well. Oh, well. Okay. Those are looking like those potatoes are pretty done. Thank you for bringing me salt, Mrs. Old Guy. Okay, I'll be back there in a second, folks. I just want to make sure I get a decent grip on this thing. You know, I'm going to put it back in for a second. I think that batter can crisp up and brown up just a little bit more. So you know, we'll try it. Another channel, I think, is deep fried. Deep fried what? The last. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely give them a check out. Absolutely. Why not? It might give me an idea of something to fry. So, and I am still open for suggestions on something to fry. Last week was the Rocky Mountain oysters, suggested by Val. And let's see, the week before that was the cookies. And what else did we do? We did cookies, candy bars. We did donuts and the Costas cakes. Deep fried a bunch of sugar. And these were just suggestions. Before that, I did the deep fried ribs that Janice recommended, and oh man, were they ever good. So you know, most of these are suggestions and ideas from you folks. So I'm always happy to get a suggestion or an idea. If it's possible for me to do it, I'll do it. So
I seen a suggestion on there to put the potatoes in a corn or in your rice flour first, and then put them on there.
dust the potatoes with the cornstarch, or with the okay. Yeah, I'll try. I'll definitely be making these again. So I think the biggest thing was the stickiness of the batter. I don't think I had it thick enough, and I don't think it was glutinous enough for it to kind of stretch out and wrap around. So, Jesse, okay. Create. I suggest you create foods using flaming hot Doritos. Oh, you mean like crush up some bunch of flaming hot Doritos and use it to, like, say, make fried chicken or chicken fried steak or something like that? Is that what you're meaning, Jesse? Flaming hot Cheetos, Danielle mentioned, and I suppose if that's what you guys are talking about, you know, sure, why not? If you check my videos, the Cheetos came out with deep fry, or not deep fried, but mac and cheese flavors. They had a jalapeno, they had the flamin' mac and cheese, and they had, I think it was just a nacho, extreme nacho, and so I brought and I did a video with each one of those, but I did not use them to make mac and cheese. I used the mac and the cheese pouches to make other things, and one of them, with the flamin' hot one, I made chicken with it, and man, was that ever good. That was really, really good. You check out that video. They sell them it's all the time now in the grocery stores. They weren't like a limited time item, so you could actually make that that video, and I highly recommend that one. That was really good. So what am I missing here? Deep fried cheesecake, Ari, that has been suggested, and it is on my list. And I'm going to do another sweets night. There was a couple other things that were suggested too. I think, let's see, the cheesecake, a deep fried cinnamon roll. There was a couple other things. We got a list written down, but it's not right in front of me. So, but we will be doing that. Deep fried cheesecake, absolutely. It'll just be coming up here in a little while. I'm still recovering from the last sugar coma that one put me into. Frito seasoned pancakes. Frito seasoned pancakes. You know if y'all know what a potato croquette, which is a basically loaded or very nicely seasoned mashed potatoes formed into a ball and covered in panko deep fried. I bet that would be good to do. Amy Cakey is to make that same potato and then wrap it in the crushed up Fritos or Doritos or even the Cheetos, and make your crust from that. If you want to do a potato one, just as a thought. All right, I pulled this up out of the oil. Let's get it over here. Well, it sort of looks like the picture. That stick's still a little bit warm. That's okay. Let's go back to this. Okay, well, there it is. Minus the little bit of cheese from the popper. I got potatoes on it. That's a good thing. It's a little oddly shaped and whatnot, but hey, I got them on there, and that's the important part. Yow, that's still got to cool just for a second before I can get a bite on that. So let's see here. My own version of KFC's Double Down. What is that, Stoner? That's the first time I've heard of that. The KFC Double Down. Is that like twice breaded thing? Is that what that means? It's been down twice into the breading, or is it down twice into the oil? I'm just curious. I've not heard of that. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add a little bit of powdered sugar too, but I want to try it with salt first. Woo! Oh. Very hot. Very crunchy and very good. It could have been a little better, but hey, there's potatoes on it. I'm going to call that a success. Mm. Yeah. A little bit of mustard on there. Come on. Come on, mustard. Let's see here. What am I missing here? Double down. Invented to be twice their donut sandwich. I'm not sure. Sandwich instead of buns. It's deep fried chicken breasts, bacon and cheese. Double down is the mention. It would. I guess I'm not catching what. Instead of buns, it's just deep fried. Oh, it's 2 chicken breasts put together with bacon and cheese in the middle. There's no bun. Is that what that is? Okay. That ketchup is allowable on the corn dog potato. Well, well, thank you, Janice. You know, this was a really great idea. I'm glad I tried it, and I'm glad you suggested it. Ketchup, I should. Please, Mrs. Old Guy. Mrs. Old Guy is being good enough. She's gonna grab the ketchup so I can try bite. Because of course, ketchup and fries go together like pancakes and syrup, right? All right. Ketchup is allowable on a potato corn dog. Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you told me. All right. Here we go. It'd be nice if it was an open bottle.
I'm sorry.
It's like I can squeeze that all night. It won't come out unless the top's on. Oh. New bottle of ketchup. All right, here we go. There we go. There's ketchup on it. That is super. With mustard, with ketchup, by itself. Oh, I haven't tried it with the sugar on it yet. Let me get a little sugar. Gotta try it all the ways. Okay, there's powdered sugar on there. It's okay. Now I guess I got to do all of it, right? A little mustard, a little ketchup, and the powdered sugar. It's got an excellent crunch, Stoner. Well, I got to tell you, for a copycat food item that I've never had the original of, I'm pretty happy. All I had to go by was Janice's video. And, you know, I looked at some pictures and some recipes online. other than that, this is all new territory for me. So the fact that I even got this to stick on there at all is is by a huge success for me, and I really like I like the difference in the crunch, the texture, and the flavor of this breading for a hot dog as opposed to the corn batter. It's really great. I had no idea that these even existed, Korean dogs. I just had no idea. So I definitely appreciate Janice's channel, and I appreciate you posting your videos, Janice, because hey, the two of them, the ribs, deep fried ribs one, and now this one, you just keep right on posting there, and maybe I'll find some more inspiration from some of your videos. Let's see here. What do we got? Crunch is making you hungry. Crunchable. Yes, it is crunchy, Danielle. Very crunchy. Go Raiders. Okay, well, go Raiders. I'm not a particular football fan of any kind right now, so. But if you want to cheer for your team, you're more than welcome to there, Stoner. All right. Well. What do you guys think? Should I do the cheese? See how that turns out? Or should we call it good? What do you think? I'm running a little bit late, but hey, I don't have anything better to do. So. Well, thank you, Janice. So, what do you guys think? You want me to go ahead and do this block of Jack? Might as well. A little block of pepper Jack. Let's see if I can get this. Let's go here. I'm going to see if I can get this to stick. I really want a good thick coating on this. Normally when I'm doing cheese sticks, that cheese has been frozen solid. And this is room temperature. So I'm going to have to make sure that it's really thickly and well covered. Otherwise it's just going to be going all over the inside of my fryer. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to go with the rice too, with the rice batter. I'm not sure I want to put panko on there. All right, I think that's pretty well covered. All right. Woo! All right. We made it into the fryer. We'll see how well that holds up. I think Cult Moo has a great batter for this kind of stuff. Recipe. Sure. I'll check it out. Hey, I ain't ashamed or afraid to use other people's recipes. Not at all. Just like I'm happy to share my recipes when I do my cooking videos. If anybody ever wanted one of my recipes from something that I've done, all you got to do is hit me up at my email at oldguyincolorado@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer your questions or give you a recipe if that's what you want. Okay, so let's go to 3 for a minute. That's cooking, doing its thing. All right, and I don't have any idea how long I've been on that view. Probably too long. And you guys have just been watching that terrible view of nothing frying in the fry cam. I apologize. I'm trying to get better at that. I don't think about it. I get wrapped up in what I'm talking and what I'm doing, and I forget that I need to run the cameras and make sure that they're going where I want them to. I don't have like a camera crew, here running the stuff with the mic boom and stuff. I got to wing it, and so I apologize if that's what you've been staring at for the last little while. I don't mean to do that to you, and I appreciate you not going away. Well, so far, that's holding up. I'm pretty surprised. We'll see if it's actually able to hold in that cheese. I don't know. We will see. I still got another bite or two of these other dogs. Yeah, even that first one I made still has some crunch to it. Unreal. Oakland Raiders forever. Well, let's see. The Raiders they're in Las Vegas now, right? The Las Vegas, Nevada Raiders. Right? Las Vegas Raiders. I'm pretty sure they moved to Vegas. They built a stadium and whatnot for them. Am I correct? I mean, I don't pay attention to football anymore. Mainly because we don't get TV up where we live. Just what we can find on the internet. And you don't watch a lot of NFL on the internet, not without paying a bunch of money. So, from what I've heard, though, Oakland Raiders are now in Vegas. Stoner Kitchen, yes. Okay. That's what I thought. Wasn't sure. Okay. Whoa, I gotta pull this out now. It's starting to blow out cheese. In fact, I think it's too late. Let's go to big view on camera 2. Aside from the mess, here's that cheese that I just pulled out, and it is running everywhere. I'm going to try and let that cool. Looks like most of it's still in there and really liquidy hot. So I'm going to have to give that just a minute to cool. Wow. That is super hot. I don't know if you can't really see, but there's that hole there, and it started blowing out through that hole. I can see it in there, so that's a good thing. I caught it before it bubbled all over in my oil. But I do have to give it just a second to chill out. Las Vegas. All right. Well, I thought that's what I'd seen and heard, and is this their first season there, or were they there last season too? I don't remember. I just remember hearing about it, and I guess it doesn't. I guess I really don't care, but all right. I'm going to cut this in half. Oh wow! Chumley's making it very fragrant in our room this evening. All right, I cut that in half. And there's that cheese in there. Can you see that? Wow, that's hot. Can you see that in there? That turned out all right. Wow, that's really hot. Woo! Woo! All right. I'm almost afraid to bite this because I know it's just going to be screaming hot. Mm-hmm. That worked really well. I'm surprised how well that worked, because if you were to try that with a regular, like a beer batter or something on room temperature cheese, you'd have cheese all over the inside of your fryer. Yes, Janice. That's exactly what Chumley did. Janice is asking if Chumley cut the cheese too. I don't think he didn't just cut it, he sawed it. Big block. All right, yeah. You see that? Gooey, melty. Even getting a little bit of cheese pull. And that's not too bad with Monterey Jack. All right, one more bite. Woo! Very hot. That was good, but it wasn't anywhere near hot enough, spice-wise. Pepper Jack really has no heat to it, not as far as I'm concerned. I'll have to try this again some night, and maybe with the corn batter or rice batter, but I want to get like some ghost pepper cheese or something that's got a little bit of a bite to it. So, well, I think that's going to about wrap it up. But I did talk about the real national days, what it is today, the national pig in a blanket and blah blah blah. Well, I've come up with a couple of my own. And that seems what the people do is just make one up. So. Today is Make Yourself Look a Fool Day. And it's a national thing, so you can go out and make yourself look a fool. It's National Mayonnaise and Mint Toothpaste Sandwich Day. Give your friends a Wet Willy Day. How many of you know what a Wet Willy is? I know my brother knows what a Wet Willy is. How about you guys? Who knows what a Wet Willy is? I'm just going to set this aside for a second and let you folks talk amongst yourselves. Figure out what that is. What is a Wet Willy? May not be what you think. Well, not that I know what you think. If I knew what you thought, then I wouldn't have had to ask you to start with. So, National Peace and Quiet Day. That's a good one, Jesse. We get those quite often up here. It's very quiet. Very quiet. And so that's the trade-off. When Willie Nelson falls in the pool, there's a Wet Willy. Very good, Stoner. But no. A Wet Willy is the act of wetting your finger really good and then sticking it in somebody's ear and kind of rubbing it in, kind of twist it in a little bit. That's a Wet Willy. So, National Give Your Friends a Wet Willy Day. Might get your ass kicked, but...
You're done with this?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mrs. O.J. National Chocolate Eclair Day. Now that sounds like a winner to me. Love chocolate eclairs. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good. Set this over here. Get this out of my way. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate every one of you watching. And I just want to say that if you have a little bit of time, an hour, 2 hours, whatever, in a week, go down and donate a little bit of time to your local senior center or a local food bank or someplace where you can do some good for some people. Just take a little bit of time out of your week and do that. All right? In the meantime, take care of yourselves. I hope you come back and see me next week. I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm not sure what's up for next week, but I'll get it figured out, and you'll see my my little post. So in the meantime, y'all take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.